is again Sweet Chin Music. Some new records have arrived again. And as the title and the title picture is saying, what the fuck? Yeah, because that was a special delivery. I really was highly excited that it finally did arrive. Yeah, I had to wait, I guess, a month or so for it. And yeah, it wasn't an order directly from the USA. It was over discogs, but a dealer in the USA. Yeah, had to wait a long time, and as the picture might suggest, that wasn't a really great delivery. And you might you might think I'm a little bit in a mourn here, yeah, being totally in black, but no, it's like always where much darkness, sometimes there is some light. And with this delivery, uh, let me go a little bit in detail what it is, what it should have been. These are first presses from the US. And in all of them in near mint condition. So cover and vinyl should be like new. Yeah, you hardly should see anything bad on the cover or on the vinyl next to a really new one. Yeah, and as the pictures are showing you, I'm far away from that. But one after another. Let me start with the Jade Warrior. That's their debut album from '71. It's not the first press. That would be from the UK. But as far as I understood it, the US pressing this one was done from the same master discs. So it was described. So you hardly should hear any differences between them. So I thought, okay, for I don't know, $90 or $100, that's quite a high price too. But for a near mint Jade Warrior debut album, that's an okay price. And it was specially mentioned. It seems like it was never played before. So sure, then you think, okay, the dealer has many critics, and all of them, I think 100% were positive. So on that front, yeah, you were quite happy getting this one, possibly sounding as fantastic as the UK one. For a price that's way cheaper as the UK press, which is way up there these days. So when it did arrive and I saw the cover, I can show you some pictures from the cover. It is, you can say it's okay. It's yeah, maybe VG plus, but near mint, no. I would say there are too much marks on the record itself, yeah, on the surface from the cover itself, that I would not have graded that one near mint. But cover is cover. I'm not the one who's searching in details when the cover isn't really graded perfectly. But the vinyl, that's a, a totally different story with my system here. Yeah, that is a highly revealing, yeah, analog chain with an Shibata cartridge. So it's highly revealing, highly critical, a really diva-like cartridge. So I need. That's why I'm always buying near mint or mint. I need, so to say, unused or perfect vinyl there. And yeah, with the marks, seems like unplayed. Yeah, I was sold then. Yeah, and when you see the pictures, I will show you. I mean, Look at that. What is that? I mean, I guess you don't have to be an pro creator to see that this is far away from near mint. The surface that looks horrible. So many dust, and you already can see some scratches. Yeah, when the light is really well. So I was badly surprised. Yeah, horrified how this thing might sound. Then I put it into my new Kirmus ultrasonic system, cleaning system, wet cleaning, and yeah, the surface then, okay, sure, the dust was removed and it looked much better, but the scratches and stuff, sure, still there. So I did put that one immediately on. It was the first one from that batch, and to my surprise, two surprises, yeah, for once, there wasn't hardly a song on it which I immediately wanted to capture and uh, present to the audience, yeah, because I love that song so much. Yeah, I then asked myself, why did I even order this one, yeah? Just because the album after that one, yeah, was so fantastic from Jade Warrior. I have no clue. I did listen to it, first checked it, and I don't know why I marked that on you have to buy it. No clue. There is much experimental stuff on it. Many little instruments they are putting together. Not much of us. The vocalist isn't highly active in this one, and so it's sounding really nice. But all in all, it was quite a boring record for me. And then I thought myself, You idiot, yeah, why didn't you listen to that one more time? And if you really like it, just because it's their debut album, it's famous, it's expensive, and so on, you don't have to have it, yeah, if you don't like the songs. And there were hardly songs on it which I wanted to present. I did pick one, but more, and in some minutes, just that you get an feeling that sometimes the grading can get really tricky and difficult. If I had seen that vinyl before cleaning and before listening, I would have not touched this. I would have said that's VG and end of story. Go away with that crap. But listen to that song I did pick. It's even these are quieter songs. Yeah, it's totally okay. Listen to it. Yeah, totally surprised.
Arena makes the painted image run. Spears, sparkles, feline eye reflects the point of death. Lion springs and jaws exhale its savage funeral breath.
Yeah, amazing, right? How silent in the end the vinyl was. Yeah, sure, it was not a CD like silent, but when you consider the pictures, the condition, yeah, that's quite astounding. that it actually can be that silent and yeah, be fun in the end. It would be pure horror, yeah, if in the silent parts you would constantly hear some ticks and clicks. Yeah, that would be pure horror. But as I said, in the end, I was surprised. Why did I even buy that one? Yeah, the next one, the Atom Story, or what's the name of it? Yeah, far better album. Yeah, I totally prefer this one against this one. But yeah, was a little bit of a mistake. But okay, it's part of history when you have some stuff from that band and it's a debut album. Okay, and I'm glad that I did not choose the highly expensive UK version, and I only did pick the US version. Yeah, yeah, a little bit of luck in that. Next, big one, yeah, big one, Thriller. Yeah, first press from the US. With first press with this album, you always have to be careful. On the cover backside, yeah, you can find the true first presses because Michael Jackson, I guess, was not mentioned there at in the beginning, but they did some sorts of reissues, but not sure if it only was the cover that was newly done or even in the pressings itself. Yeah, no clue, but it's an really an early press from the US market, from yeah the most successful album ever. And I did only buy this one to yeah lower a little bit the shipping costs, yeah, or justify the high shipping costs, yeah, to Germany from the US market. The Jade Warrior itself, yeah, that the shipping would almost be as high as the record itself. So I was glad that this dealer had some other stuff and also Thriller in near mint, and also with the mentioning it was not played. It looks perfect. It seems like unplayed, and that with Thriller. Okay, and I always was interested in a comparison between the new reissue of from MoFi, which is done with an quad DSD in between step, and many fans did not like that record. I have it. I really like it in my system here. Nothing to complain at all. Yeah, sounds perfect here. But now I can really do a comparison. Yeah? And maybe I find out too what others did say. I think it was 1 or 2 years ago, yeah, when they complained that it's not that musical anymore. The rhythm would be gone, the heart, the soul would be gone from that MoFi thing, and it would be here on the first press. Yeah, I'm anxious to listen, or I did listen to it, but to do really in comparison, switching back and forth between the records. If I can hear a big time difference, so that you would say the one is trash and the other one is the holy grail. I don't think I will get to that harsh finish that this one is great and the other one is trash. I think that's the differences will be that big. I guess we will see. But the cover, I would say, is you could say VG plus plus near mint. That was graded well, but vinyl again. Look at the pictures. Look at the two I will show you. Frightening when you first see that after we are waiting a month, and then look at the vinyl and you see, oh my god, this will not sound well. Yeah, so did clean it again in the Kirmus, and yeah, after that much of that bad looking surface was well then, but again, stuff on the surface you would say, oh my god, that's you will hear that on that turntable. And yeah, to my surprise, again, that record is perfect. And if my system does not reveal any ticks and clicks or anything, then it's that's quite a compliment, because that Diva system always getting on my nerves, because it's that critical. But this one sounds fantastic. Yeah, from start to finish. Yeah, I can see that people are saying this record sounds perfect, and the MoFi not. Uh, this one sounds perfect, absolutely true. And if I have had it before the MoFi release in that condition, I guess I would have said there is no need, absolutely no need, getting $100 again for a reissue. There is no need for a reissue when you have an US first pressing in that condition. I guess I would have saved the money, maybe because of, yeah, you're eager, you're interested if maybe they have done something special and it even outclasses this one with their new techniques and stuff. Yeah, maybe I would have bought it, but not because I would have thought something is missing here that can be made better. No, only because of maybe they have done something, because it's that good. Yeah. But I did buy it in the other way around. Yeah, I did not have a great pressing of this one. Then I bought the MoFi, which on my system I totally love. But maybe now I can hear the difference. We will see. Yeah, I will need at least a day for that. Yeah, checking that out back and forth. If I can hear what makes this thing special and what's, so to say, lost on the MoFi. Yeah, can't wait for that comparison. But listen to, I just picked, I mean, the album I don't have to introduce to anyone. Yeah. It's the most successful record ever. I guess everybody knows the songs. That's not a reason I do include. Yeah, I will take Beat It and Billie Jean in it, just because listen to them. You would think I haven't CD on. Yeah, it's that silent. Yeah, no ticks and clicks, nothing bad on it, and especially after how that thing in the light actually looks. So you could say that the job of an pro grader is not easy. Again, I would not have touched this one because it looked horrible. But you simply don't know 100% if the grooves are damaged or not. And with this one, like with the Jade Warrior, the grooves were not touched. And that was good news. The price was okay for this, so no need for some yeah, talking or returns or anything with the dealer, the seller. No, I will keep them, even they are looking horrible. But I'm not into it for selling this stuff again. So all that counts is the sound quality, and the sound quality simply is totally stunning on this one. Yeah, and maybe, as I said, maybe it really outclasses the MoFi one. I will see. Yeah. But I will again give an honest opinion about that, even if I would say I can't hear much of a difference. After listening to them months in between, I say they are both sounding fantastic. So we will see. But listen to these two songs and keep in mind how the vinyl actually did look. Last one from that order from the USA would be an first press from Bon Jovi from the New Jersey album. That's from '88. I already had multiple versions, German pressing, from the Netherlands that pressing. Yeah, they are all sort of fine, yeah, but because of the shipping and with the comments again, near mint, and it doesn't look played. And again, yeah, when I look at the cover, the pictures, I think this one was VG Plus graded, not near mint when it comes to the cover. I would say even VG Plus is a little bit of a stretch when you see, yeah, the problems on the surface. Yeah, that's nothing you can remove. Yeah, that look is not looking like VG Plus to me. But again, I don't care big time about covers, even though that thing wasn't cheap either. The pressing itself sounds really great, and that was the, yeah, again, the main thing that counts for me, that's important for me. It's completely, I would say, like the others, completely silent. The Thriller my absolutely was the best of these three when it comes to silence, surface noise, and in general sound quality. This is simply was produced amazingly. Yeah. Fantastic. I think wasn't it Bernie Grundman? I think so. A fantastic job. Yeah. And this one, yeah, sure. You often from US bands, you always want to have the US-Firstpress. So I was interested how this sounds. And I would say the side A would be the best I have ever heard till today. Yeah, it really is nice. The second side, on the other hand, I would say the biggest problem is there are, I think, 6 or 7 songs on side B. So all in all, you see it, the space for each song for the grooves. It's yeah, it's a little bit, I would say, too full. Yeah, a double LP, I guess, would be perfect for New Jersey. Yeah. If we ever get a reissue from someone, would be great if they would put it on 2 LPs. Yeah, I guess then you can get more, yeah, punch, more bass out of it. Yeah, the dynamic all feels a little bit weak on the second side. So this problem, I guess every version will have that problem. From these early pressings, first pressings, it will not sound better. That's, I guess that's not possible without getting the original master tapes, having really amazingly reissue and remastering, and you put it on 2 vinyls. Yeah, I guess then you can get a big step up of this one. But side one sounds amazing, and I did pick yeah, Born to Be My Baby. Always loved that song. Yeah, it's full of great songs, especially the first side. But on side B, there is great stuff on there too. It was a great time from Bon Jovi. John still had at that time still had that amazing voice. Yeah, totally loved the voice he had at the time. Yeah, it might be the last album. There was the Place of Glory or the Young Guns soundtrack. I guess a year later, if at all. Yeah, so voice still the same, all the same, amazing. And then there was a little bit of a break, and then I guess 92 or so we got the Keep the Faith album, and I would say that's already an step down from this one. Yeah, the voice is changing of John. It's still there, but their style is getting softer and softer. So I guess this is the last great album of Bon Jovi, I would say, of that time. Yeah, listen to that one song again. Sounds amazing. Yeah, after that drama with that yeah, higher expensive order, yeah, from the USA, yeah, some, so to say, normal deliveries also did arrive, yeah. And it's again from Kazu Matsui project. Yeah, I did deliver or did show you some other albums over the last weeks. Totally, I'm amazed from this artist, yeah, and what he's always is putting together. This one, Marine Fantasia, again, that's in Japanese pressing, yeah, from 85. It was created near mint, yeah, cover on top, yeah, it's, I would say, VG plus maybe, but near mint, yeah, it's a little bit of a scratch, but the vinyl looks amazing, sounds amazing. Like yeah, cover is nice too. Like all the stuff I now have from Kazu Matsui, from the 80s to 86, 87, around that. Yeah, some albums, and all of them are simply done beautifully, sounding amazing. Yeah, it's like yeah, like with Alan Parsons' project, yeah, or Steely Dan. You simply get quality, yeah, great musicians or people in the background, technicians. Much greatness is coming together in that project, and when you listen to many albums over the day, and then finally you are getting to this one, and then you immediately think, that sounds so great. The record quality is amazing. The vinyl sounds amazing. How it was captured, it's highly professional done. Yeah, that stuff. Totally love was what Kazu Matsui did. Yeah. I did pick the song, or not the song. That, yeah, was a little bit of a difficulty with that album, because is too much great stuff on it that you simply want to show. Yeah. And yeah, the title song Marine Fantasias itself, yeah, from Andrea Robinson. She's performing that song as the vocalist. Sounds amazing. That with the e-guitar parts, really well done. Then Wind Cruising again, great e-guitar riffs. Break the Lock, beautiful voice of the vocalist, and Ghost of Atlantis. Yeah. And there are other songs again on it, not that many, with that Japanese flute on it. Simply beautiful stuff. It's in such an interesting mix of pop, rock, a little bit of soul, and as they said, adult rock. Yeah, it feels so professional. It feels grown up, yeah, when you compare that to yeah, Bon Jovi or so on, which is more a little bit of dirty rock for young people or younger people. Yeah, totally love Kazumatsui. Yeah, and the second one from that delivery was yeah, something smaller, so to say. Stevie B. Yeah, Love and Emotion. Yeah, I always can remember, yeah, being very young, yeah, listening to Stevie B. Not sure about the record sales back then, but he was well known in our spaces here. That stuff of him was much on the radio and so on. So I always knew that stuff. Always liked him, and yeah, it was just the same delivery with the Kazumatsui. So again, pushing down a little bit the shipping costs. Yeah, and it was near mint, and for not even €5. Yeah, it's in the 1991 Europe pressing, and it sounds like new. It's, I guess, the most silent, the best sounding record when it comes to noise, and yeah, and that for such an cheap record. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, Love and Emotion itself, I have on it, and Because I Love You, that's, it's, I guess, one of his most famous songs, and Memories of Loving You. Yeah, these three songs I will also include for those who might never heard anything from Stevie B, and maybe yeah, they will like this stuff. Yeah, but sure, for me, this one was the reason for the order. Yeah, that was €50. That was not cheap, but it totally was worth it. Totally love all albums from him. Yeah, just listen.
Without a sound, it drifts away. A journey alone, a search for a home, draws it to the other side to be set free. The current rages, the wind constrains it, still it travels on some uncharted
before it's much too late. Too late.
batch would be some three soundtracks, and the first one is in second try of Shogun. Totally loved that soundtrack. I did try it before, and yeah, the surface noise was way too high. Totally no fun with this one. This one needs silent vinyl. Yeah, and it was created near mint, and not that expensive. And yeah, I did try it again. I want to have that amazing soundtrack in the way it needs to. Yeah, it needs to be completely silent. Yeah, with these many nice silent parts in it. And I listened to side A. I first cleaned it, then listened to side A. Oh, and it sounds great. Yeah, the surface noise is gone compared to the other edition I did buy, and yeah, totally was happy with it. Yeah, and then I did switch to side B. Yeah, and then you see, look at that picture. Yeah, and I will include how this sounds. Yeah, at this area. There is a big time, deep scratch in the beginning, and not only the first groove. Yeah, it's the first 30 to 40 seconds of the song, and it's an highly beautiful song, the Mariko song. I guess this was, yeah. It's so beautiful, yeah. And then when you hear 30 seconds or 40 seconds of, you could jump to that turntable and crush that thing. Yeah, I'm getting so angry when this happens. Yeah, sure. I then took a look at the vinyl itself, and then sure, I saw it. A big time scratch in it. You simply can't remove that with cleaning. That vinyl can only go into the dumpster. What do you want to do with that? Yeah, with an amazing sounding side A and a trash sounding at least the first song of side B, and the rest of side B at some points is not good enough. Yeah, listen to that song. Yeah. It's a beautiful song, but with that beginning, it's trash to me. Yeah. Now a soundtrack of one of my most beloved movies. Yeah, most beloved sci-fi movies and movies in total. Yeah, and that would be Blade Runner. The Blade Runner one. Totally loved that movie. When part two did came out some years ago, I thought it's as good as the first one. So the first impression, yeah. But after watching it again and again over the years, no, it doesn't stick that high of a standard. No, nothing in there that catches me just like the original does. Yeah, the first one. It's done so beautifully. Yeah. The miniatures from of the city and the buildings. Yeah, how they did that back then. Yeah, with their special cameras they had. It really is still to this day is looking fantastic, even on 4K. Totally love Blade Runner 1. And sure, the big heart of this thing, or a big part, is the soundtrack. Vangelis did deliver a masterpiece, I would say, with Blade Runner. It's so fitting. The sounds, the synthesizer sounds, these fantastic melodies. You immediately hear that's not comedy, that's not a war movie, that's for sure not a western. It's sci-fi. Yeah, the sounds of sci-fi. Yeah, perfectly done. Totally love this soundtrack. I long have that one on CD, and I always wanted to have in a great condition on vinyl. Yeah, and this one that's in pressing from 1994. I did thought it was in first pressing, but yeah, then found out it's from 1994. I guess it's the time when I remember correctly when Ridley Scott did put out the director's cut of Blade Runner. I think it's around that time space, yeah. And maybe they did take a look at the soundtrack too at the time, and yeah, put this together. There are much parts from the movie, talking parts, scene parts are in there too, the best stuff, so to say, including the amazing last sentence from Rodger Hauer, yeah, the famous one, yeah, when he's so to say sad that he has to go, yeah, all these moments that he captured, yeah, all will be lost, just like rain, or just like tears in rain. Yeah, he delivers that line fantastically. And out of the making of, we know now that it came from Rodger Hauer, not from Ridley Scott. Yeah, he just put that one out in that moment where he was in the scene and so on. All will be lost like tears in rain. Yeah, fantastic movie. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's hardly was ever done better when it comes to, yeah, machines wanting to be human, or live longer, live life, be alive. I think this one is a masterpiece when it comes to this. Yeah, when I compare that to the new Tron movie I was in the over the weekend, which goes around the same thing. Yeah, I think it can't compare by far. Not. Yeah. The intention of the main actor of Jared Leto is the same. Yeah, that he wants to be, or at least he doesn't want to die every 29 minutes. Yeah, but the how it's put together, yeah, it's simply, this one is a totally different league to me, yeah. And you sort of feel a little bit with the villain at that moment, and when he actually takes back and saves the hero, so to say, yeah, because he honors life, at some point, in this moment. Blade Runner is fantastic, yeah. And the soundtrack sounds amazing. The surface noise is not perfect. Sometimes a little bit annoying in some parts, because there are really silent parts in it. But it's good enough. And I did pick the first title song, then the song that's called Rachel's song. Not sure. I don't think we get to listen to that song during the movie, but I always knew it from the CD. Always loved that melody. Then they did include the love scene song that is known, that in the movie, with that saxophone. Sounds amazing, totally fitting. Then I did pick a little part from out of the city, so to say, when Harrison Ford or Deckard when he's taking a look from his room into the city at night. Yeah, the police is on the way, on sometimes way way lower. You see the lights and hear the cars, and the music then in the background. Yeah, with the lights, sci-fi pure. Yeah, it's fantastic. Hit it on the nail, perfect. And I love such little scenes simply because of these melodies. Yeah, this scene wouldn't mean almost anything or nothing if that wasn't in silent part. Yeah. The music makes it special. Yeah. And then sure I had to include the final song. Yeah. The final song, it's the main song, it's fantastic. And I did crank the amp after that. I listened to that again after filming, and I cranked the amp 5-6 points up. That's some decibels more, yeah. Just because I wanted to hear that thing again. The feeling, amazing soundtrack. Yeah, I totally love that. Just listen to these 5 songs. soundtrack would be from the master, as you can see on the cover, Kill Bill. Yeah, that's volume one. Yeah, I think volume two might be interesting too. I even like that movie more as the first one. Yeah, because we are getting to see a little bit more of acting. Yeah, David Carradine is amazing in it. Michael Madsen as his brother, totally loved him. Yeah, though those two we get to see more in part two. So that's a big pound for that one. But the more stylish one, and I guess the more amazing soundtrack would be on volume one. Yeah, and it's yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino at its finest. Yeah. I mean, with Pulp Fiction, with after that Jackie Brown, fantastic soundtracks. We know Django. Django had an amazing soundtrack, and this one for sure too. He is simply one of the really, really, really best directors when it comes to choosing and implementing music. Yeah, he is such a creative guy, Quentin Tarantino, when it comes to his characters, his dialogues, and the music. Yeah, and this one, amazing. Yeah, I mean the song "Bang Bang," yeah, from Nancy Sinatra. Again, quite crazy getting that big of a name with Nancy Sinatra in a Tarantino movie, yeah. But he did it, and it's a song that's actually fitting really really well. And a battle without honor or humanity. That's I guess the most famous song out of that soundtrack by now. It really often was used in stadiums and entries from the teams and so on. That soundtrack is really fitting there. Yeah, that's the one where Lucy Liu and her army is walking to that corridor. That soundtrack or that song is fantastic. Yeah. And from side B, The Lonely Shepherd. That's a fantastic song. The flute he's using, the rhythm. You hear. I guess if you would not know that this is from a Tarantino movie, you would guess it. So, that's his style? Yeah, it's in there too. Yeah, next to that flute song, it's so beautifully done. But there is an type of style in it where you would say that it's fitting to a Tarantino movie, and it totally does. Yeah, he always delivers on that. Yeah. So listen to this three songs I did put together. They are sounding great, and the record is okay. I would say. Yeah, it's not perfectly silent, and the simply the audiophile quality isn't big time there. It's a long album, and that's always a problem for vinyl to shine. It doesn't have much of punch and dynamics in it. It's okay, yeah. More, not more.
Music played and people sang. Just for me, the church bells rang. Now he's gone, I don't know why. And till this day, sometimes I cry. He didn't even say goodbye, he didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang, he shot me down, bang, bang. I hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. My baby shot me down.
gladly, the vinyl in the end was not that bad as it did look at first looking at it, yeah. And like the picture looked then, yeah. No, gladly, yeah, because these albums together, that's some sort of a high price, yeah, all in all. And if they all would have been totally trash, yeah, I guess then, yeah, you could have said no wonder that he's totally dressed in black this time, yeah. He's mourning, yeah, over that, yeah, the lost money, so to say, yeah. And he has to search more and more, or again and again, after better pressings. But no, I guess I can say the Michael Jackson, the Jade Warrior. I don't need another one. Michael Jackson one is perfect. The Bon Jovi one was really well. The only one out of that, yeah, that was really bad in the end. After cleaning and all in all, would be the Shogun soundtrack. Yeah, which is a little bit annoying because it was already the second try. So, what can I do? I guess I want that thing silent, and it's out there. It's not that rare. It's not expensive, so I will try. I will give it a try again. Yeah, there will arrive more and more stuff. I guess this week, next week, much from Isaac Hayes. Then I already have a Blu-ray box set of the Rolling Stones, yeah, live concerts, which I hope will replace the surge or the need getting more into their studio albums, yeah, because they simply have way too many, yeah. Like with Bob Dylan, if you can get a great, amazing live session, yeah, sort of a best of but live, yeah, that can be enough, yeah. We will see. I will hope it will be good enough, yeah. And then let's see what I will find. Yeah, the collection is already big enough. I'm running a little bit out of space, yeah, but still searching for the great vinyl. Yeah. So I would say that would be it for today. Till next time, have a nice one. Bye.